It's now 6 o'clock and we want to start with breaking news. 3 people tonight are hospitalized after a crash on the east side of Indianapolis right in front of a school.
Since that incident shortly around 4 o'clock, we have learned that a child and 2 adults are critically injured. Police blocking off the streets near that school. It's IPS School 57. It's also called George Julian School. This is a K through 8th grade facility. Emily Longnecker is live on the scene right now, where we've learned that one of the adults injured in this incident served as a crossing guard there. Emily?
Yeah, a crossing guard, another adult, and a child who goes to this school all hit in this crosswalk today, say police around 4 o'clock after school was getting out. Now, police are still here investigating. You can see that they've laid out these letters and numbers, and they tell me that that is so that they will be able to reconstruct the scene later. But we want to zoom in on the letter P right there in the middle of the street. That is where police at this point believe that the 2 cars involved in this crash first collided here in the intersection before moving through the intersection and hitting the folks crossing in that. Now, we know preliminarily that one of the vehicles was going west on Washington Street and the other was going north on Ritter when they had some kind of collision for some reason and moved in through the crosswalk, hitting these 3 people. Other children, we understand, were also in the crosswalk crossing, and people in the neighborhood came running to help, and IMPD Officer William Young talked about that effort a little earlier.
And so we've had multiple people from the neighborhood come up to Washington Street trying to piece together exactly what occurred, just basically asking what they can do. And I think that's important as a community, that we've had people come forth providing our investigators with information. And so as I stated,
and George Julian IPS 57 is located in here in the Irvington area, and we talked to one woman just a while ago who said that she walks by here every day and she sees those kids crossing all of the time, and she also sees the crossing guard and knows him quite well. Here's what she had to say. Tell me about it. You see the crossing guard all the time?
Yes, I see him every day. He's a very nice gentleman. I sit there and talk to him every day, like hi, bye, and stuff like that.
Young guy, older guy?
He's middle-aged.
So, I mean, thoughts on just saying that he's hit today and in critical condition?
Well, I just hope he pulls through, and I hope the little boy or little girl, pulls through. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, and people have been gathering out here all afternoon, some of them learning what had happened and coming out to the scene. And we can say that everyone just really in shock at the devastation out here, thinking about the fact that school had just let out. People were in this crosswalk. The crossing guard had his stop sign up and was crossing these children when these 2 cars collided and then collided into them. Now, we know from police that they are checking surveillance video in the area to see what they can tell from that. They have checked with the school. An officer told me that the school does have video, but they've been told that they probably won't be able to see the intersection because of the foliage. The leaves in the trees right now would be blocking that view. They've also checked with the Family Dollar that's here looking onto this intersection, but the view from that video, they say, is just the entrance of the Family Dollar. So they are checking, though, with some of the other businesses in the area and hoping that surveillance video from these businesses can shed some light on what happened here, what led to this terrible tragedy.